Welcome back to another episode of This Square Room. My name is Jonel.
I am Deswayne.
And we are so happy to have you here. If you are watching, listening, whatever, please follow us on our social media at This Square Room, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you know the drill. And tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Des, what's been going on? How are you feeling?
My voice is... you hear that? You hear that, ladies? My voice is back.
As you just coughed up phlegm 2 seconds ago.
You see, not everybody.
I know, it can't let you be great sometimes.
Yeah, and I get it. I'm feeling better.
Same.
Sick, but better. Isn't that weird? Last week I wasn't sick. I was just losing my voice.
You were on your way out, and now you're on your way back.
Yeah, back. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I think I still have a bit of a cough, but that's just because, like, whenever I'm sick, my cough lingers. But I'm good. I'm all right.
You're not sick at all. You weren't sick after the voice loss process.
I was. Like, I got to the point... No, I think when we were recording, I was already getting better. But, like, last week... Yeah, there was a period of time where I was, like, very congested, sneezing, coughing, like, couldn't breathe. But, like, never had, like, a fever. Like, I don't know. It was... I guess it was just a cold. Like, it wasn't, like, the flu or anything crazy.
Oh, God. Last week I was dying. Dying.
Oh, you think it was the flu?
I'm never cold. I was in bed shivering. Like, it was crazy.
Oh.
Madness. There's two things.
Okay.
First, I would like to take a moment of silence to please... I was going to say represent, but that's not the word that they use.
Okay.
What's the word they use?
I don't know. What are you trying to take a moment of silence for?
For our dear Fred Morte.
Huh?
The groundhog. Okay.
Oh, commemorate, maybe?
There we go. Thank you.
I didn't know what you were getting at.
Commemorate. The moment's gone. For those of you who don't know, because probably nobody knows this, except for us Canadians. Actually, all of us probably don't know this. Some of us.
Is Groundhog Day not like at least a North American thing?
You think so?
Yeah?
Really?
You think it's a Canadian thing?
I think it's just a Canadian thing.
Okay, you talk. I'm Googling.
So we have a groundhog who pops his head around early February to tell us not to tell us because obviously we don't speak groundhog. However, if we see his shadow...
Dummy.
It's a North American thing?
Is a popular North American tradition observed in the United States and Canada.
Oh, so you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, well, since most of you guys know what I'm talking about, Fred's dead, yo. First
of all, although our audience is mostly Canadian US,
okay,
it's not...
so let me finish.
It's not only... We're international.
So... Okay, I don't remember how the song went. I tried, though.
Barely.
New York City, Los Angeles, I'm internationally known.
Pitbull
and
Chris Brown.
Else. Oh, is it Chris Brown? Yeah. Chris Brown does the chorus.
Yeah.
And Pitbull, right?
Well, yeah, Pitbull's Mr. Worldwide.
Everywhere.
Mr. 305.
Okay, whatever that means.
305 is the area code for Florida.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
But, like, if you're worldwide, why are you Mr. 305? Is it Florida? I guess maybe Miami specifically.
I know 504. That's all I know.
What's 504?
New Orleans.
Why do you know that?
Lil Wayne. Live from the 504. Anyways, Fred is dead, yo.
Is his name Fred?
His name's Fred. They have like a little fest. Fred La Morte.
Okay.
Yeah. They have a festival every year, you know, and then he pops his head up and they're like, woo! And then they see the shadow or don't see the shadow.
Do you know what it is? It's like, if we see his shadow, it means something, and if he doesn't...
If we see his shadow, it means spring is coming sooner than later.
Okay, and if there's no shadow, it means 6 more weeks of winter?
Yeah. However, if he's dead, we are stuck in winter.
Well, no, because you can still see a dead person's shadow.
No, like, after 40 minutes, like, it's not like he popped up and was like, ugh, oh, we saw his shadow. It's like, where's Fred?
Fred's dead? Oh.
Yeah. So, during the festival, they found out Fred was dead.
Ooh.
Yeah. I feel
so no one could have checked on him.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's why we want him to die. Because they don't care. You see what I'm getting at.
We've had some cold days recently.
Cold.
Nobody could have checked on him.
Oh my God.
In a little sweater or something.
Anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? It's those French Canadians. He was the Quebec groundhog, right? Yeah, I said it. Here's the thing. No one listens to us in Quebec.
So that gives you permission, huh?
What are they going to do? They're going to talk shit regardless. They hate the rest of us Canadians.
They do.
I
feel like we can all get along.
I like French Canadians.
It didn't sound like it.
Okay, you're right. It's fair. But, like, okay, I take it back. No, I don't take it back. I'm going to stand by what I said. Y'all let Fred die. His blood is on your hands.
Fact. And if there was no blood, it's still on your hands.
His little corpse. That is sad.
Yeah.
Because he should be, like, protected. It's kind of like an animal at, like, a zoo, right? Like, so he's not just, like, in the wild. What killed him?
There's just death. Sometimes you get old and just die. He was 9.
What's the lifespan for a groundhog?
I didn't look, to be honest.
I feel like their lifespan has to be, like, 14 to 22 years.
I think when we say 9 years, like, it's human years, right?
Yeah.
And that's different for, like, dogs and stuff, but we generally go by human years.
I understand that. We're not talking about the dog
maybe
lifespan.
9, I know, but...
Stop.
Maybe 9 years in human
Guys, like, my
years.
dog is literally our camera operator. He's on Dez's camera right now. Like, you guys, I can't.
Yeah, so 9 years, human years, could be, like, 28 million Groundhog Days.
Groundhog Days. How?
I'm so funny. Yeah, that was the first thing. The second thing was...
Aww.
He was old.
He was a little old. So in the wild, they live up to 6 years, with 2 or 3 being average. But in captivity, they can live up to 14 years.
Okay, so they just weren't taking good care of him.
But like in
he
the
was
wild,
better in bondage.
2 to 3. Aww.
He was better in captivity. He would have survived longer. That's not funny. That's not Fred. I'm sorry for your loss. Wait.
Well, they tend to live alone as well, except for in the spring when they have litters. So he lived alone, died alone.
Died alone, yeah. All because they wanted to see his shadow. That's selfish. All
right, so we're going to take a moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now they're trying to decide if they're going to replace him or not.
But it's not, there's more than one groundhog.
Yeah, but Fred is there, like, we're Fred. We want Fred.
Like, the Groundhog Day that we see on the news, it's always
been Fred for the last 9 years.
Okay. I thought, like, different, like, Ontario had one.
No. We all go by the Quebec groundhog.
Sorry. Okay. I need to discuss something with you that was, like, the heat of discussion. No. The topic of discussion, but like it was hot. It was a hot topic.
The heat of the moment, the hot topic.
Right, okay.
Hot topic.
Last week, I had a conversation with my friends because apparently I say things that people find to be a little crazy. And
yeah.
I feel like if anything, that's you more so than me.
But my crazy is like, ha ha ha, he's being truthful crazy. Your crazy is like, girl, please, ain't nobody doing that.
Well, I was met with a lot of, like, literally a lot of controversial
killer
opinions. I mean, not that much.
Oh, okay.
So, the whole socks and sex thing came up. If you guys don't remember, it was a long time ago. We talked about it on a podcast very briefly. Because we were more so talking about, like, what do mismatched socks and, like... and, like, booty shorts and whatever, and a tank top mean if, like, you're going over to a girl's house. That's what we were talking about. And then we just mentioned just the socks in general. But this conversation was just about socks and sex. So it was, are socks considered sexy? Or, like, do you have a problem with having sex in your socks or with your partner wearing socks? Now, obviously, I'm just like, my socks are staying on. Now... like, not for any particular reason other than, like, my feet get cold and, like, I'm just always wearing socks. Like, I wear socks to sleep.
Like a comfort thing.
Well, yeah, because, like, if I'm not wearing socks, like, my feet are just going to be cold.
Okay.
Like, even in... Can you think of any time you've come here and I haven't been wearing socks?
No, you're always wearing socks. Like, I know that about you. You always have socks on.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you have feet, to be honest.
No, New Year's, I took my socks off. I was wearing them, and then I was like... it doesn't go with the outfit. I took them off.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't even notice.
Because you're just so used to me wearing them.
Yeah.
Like, I understand sometimes you gotta take your socks off, you know? But I'm like, if I'm just like hanging out at home with my boyfriend, significant other, whoever, and one thing leads to another, and like you get undressed, I'm not thinking, oh, gotta take my socks off. It's not even a thought. And if he was just like, take that shit off, I'd be like, what, like, like, to me, that's weird. Like, unless you were someone with a foot fetish, I don't see
why the socks matter.
Why do they matter? But I, it came up with some friends, and I was roasted over an open fire. Okay. It was it was a firing day. So, but like I made sure to get opinions from like different people, because it was like I was talking to someone and they were just like, no, you gotta ask this person, no, ask the girls, no, get opinion from guys, like, and it was like legit a thing. I thought my girls would
have your back,
at least have an understanding.
Nope.
No, they sold me out to dry down the river, whatever the saying is. Sold me down the river? Hung me out to dry, sold me down the river. That's what it is.
There you go.
You didn't even know what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but the down the river thing is a slave thing. That's why I was about to start laughing.
Well, it's Black History Month, so shouldn't say that.
You do have a point. We can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
History Month.
We can talk about
it. You know we can.
Oh my god. No, they were just like, are you crazy? Funny enough, one of my friends admitted that, like, when she started dating her boyfriend, they've been together for like 6-7 years. She's like, when we started dating, he would leave his socks on, and I would hate it. But I wouldn't want to say anything because I didn't want to show my full crazy yet. She said she gave him about 4 months, and then she started taking that shit off of him.
Yeah. Okay, shit.
I was like, okay. I had another friend who was just like, no, like she wasn't as passionate. But she was like, no, like she would lean to it off unless it's like impromptu. So like if it's like on the couch or like on a counter or something, like you're just kind of like in the spur of the moment.
Okay.
But that, to me, I don't know, most sex is spur of the moment, isn't it? Don't look at me like that. You're like, not with me. Okay, goofy. What was that laugh? I don't know. Like, she's basically saying, like, if it's a spur of the moment thing, like, you're not thinking to take your socks off. But I'm just like, if you're hanging out and, like, Netflixing and chilling, I think unless it's, like, you're wearing, like, cute lingerie and, like, that, to me, that's planned, right? Like, you're like, oh, let me slip into something a little more comfortable. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like we're just chilling
and then it leads to sex.
Socks are staying on, and if you try to take off my socks, we're gonna fight, because that's not, like, I feel like that would mentally take me out of it. So I have another friend, right? She's been in a relationship for, like...
Ever.
Like, literally, like, 15 years, right? 14, 13. Who knows at this point?
Since she was born.
And she was just like, no, like, my feet get cold. And I'm like, thank you, me too. And she's like, no, like, I wouldn't think anything of it. I think she's just kind of like, it, like me, like, it's not something that would cross her mind. But she did say that if her partner tried to take off her socks, she would be like, what are you doing? Like, no. Because it's, like, I don't know. Unless someone has a foot fetish, I see no reason why the socks need to be off. Because then it's like, that's a sexual thing for you that brings you into the moment. I get that.
If you had a boyfriend, right, and he usually has gloves on because his hands are cold, and you guys are about to have sex.
But you touch someone with your hands. So you're not touching me with those dirty gloves that touch everything else. I'm too...
But your feet, how do people have sex? Because when people say things like this... I'm not touching
people with my feet. You think I'm, like, using my toes?
Run down his body. Yeah. You're using your foot to wrap around him. Like, I don't want to be
not wrapping around anything with your foot. That's your leg.
I don't want to be having sex.
What did I say about your mic earlier?
I don't want to be having sex and feeling your socks. Like,
why would you be feeling
naked,
my socks?
But your socks. Like, how do people have sex? Am I just doing too much?
What, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And most of the time I wear ankle socks anyway, so it's not like they're like these big, ugly,
like, for
gross
example,
socks.
Like, if your legs are in the air, I'm gonna take off your socks.
No.
You see, that's a problem. That's a problem.
You're a problem. Okay, so this other friend I was talking to, this is like a phone conversation now, right? He's saying the same thing with you. He's like, I'm taking that shit off. I was like, you couldn't be with someone like me, because I would stop everything.
Your feet are gonna get cold. Don't worry, baby. While I'm rubbing them up and stroking you, relax, man.
No. And then, so we're talking, and he's at the gym. Mm-hmm. So now he's bringing all the gym bros into the conversation. Yeah, because now I gotta ask. And now, but the thing is, he's not describing it the way I would describe it. He's making it seem like I'm crazy.
Because you are. You're gonna stop sex because I took off your socks?
It's the principle. My feet get cold. You're gonna take my socks off. I'm done. Just because I want to be petty.
And I promise you, it's not because you want to be petty. It's because that's how you honestly feel.
No, I'm upset.
Yeah, exactly. That's not being petty. That's how you really feel.
Why are you taking my socks off?
Because socks aren't sexy. I want to be sexy. I want to, like, we're supposed to be butt naked.
Again, I don't know these people, right? Socks. At the gym, one of these guys are like, what are you hiding under there? Like, what type of talents? And I'm like, no, it's not even like that.
But that's what it really sounds like.
And then one of the girls at the gym was just like, oh, like, see, the thing is, I'm telling you, it wasn't being explained properly. Because, like, it was like, I'm on the phone, but, like, he's talking for me, you know? So he's talking, and the girl's just like, oh, like, you know, nothing's wrong with it. And he's like, no. But, like, if your guy, like, he was just, I feel like it's not the same unless you can, like, advocate for yourself. And I speak on behalf of all of the
cold feet people,
all the sexers. Penguins. Oh, yeah. Penguins, they're built for that weather. They're not going to get cold.
I assume it's still cold. They just don't feel it like we do.
Right.
Yeah, but your feet are still cold.
You know how last week we had some of, like, the coldest of the year?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was indoors, like, in my bed, and I could, like, my feet were so cold. I had to, like, put on, like, my heavy-duty socks. Jesus. Here's the thing. I'm not, like, my feet are fine. Like, it's not like I don't want people to see my feet thing. It's just, like, if my feet are going to be cold, why not just wear socks?
I don't understand. And then to sleep,
I need to be, I don't know, I think it's, like, a low, like, iron thing, which women have, like, lower iron levels and stuff than men, typically.
Lose a lot of iron all the time.
Exactly. So, it's not me, it's Mother Nature. Mother Nature says, socks on. It's just the fact that, like, you would take them off. Like, okay, I was talking to another friend, and he was just like, he's like, I'm focusing on other things. I'm not focusing on the socks. Like, the socks can stay on. And I'm just like, exactly.
No.
It's not like I'm in the middle of the act, and I'm like, wait. And, like, I go run and put on my socks. Like, that's crazy.
I can see that.
Stop it.
I could see that because...
Don't do that to me.
Like, for example, if you just got in the shower and your socks aren't on yet, and he's trying to get you in the mood, you can't get there unless you put your socks on.
No, don't say that.
That's what it sounds like.
No, it's not. My socks
So if they're off, you're like, okay,
when you get out of the shower, what is your order of getting dressed?
Dry myself off. Boxers, shorts. I only wear boxers on special occasions. I usually just let my dick hang. Okay. So shorts. If I'm staying in the house, just shorts and a t-shirt. I don't need socks.
You need socks because you need to cover those up.
No, because if you're in my house, you already know what they look like, so I'm not concerned.
Yeah, but, like, your feet will, like, tear up the floors. Like,
no, 100%. Sometimes it gets caught, like, in, socks, t-shirt, shorts, t-shirt, and then that's it. But if I'm going out, then I go boxers, shorts, and then I go undershirt, and then I go pants, and then I go shirt, and then I go socks. Socks are the last thing I put on. Why? I have no fucking idea.
No, for me, it's definitely, like, panties, bra, socks. 1, 2, 3.
Socks.
Yeah. And I like to put on my socks, like, I like to lotion my feet and then put the socks on immediately. Mm-hmm. I feel like it keeps them, like, soft.
Nice and toasty.
Yeah. Like, I rub it in, obviously. It's not just, like, gross in there. Yeah. And let me specify. Like, it's not... But, you know, you rub it in and then... Actually, yeah. Well, yeah, so I lotion my body and then panties, bra. And then I lotion my feet separately. I don't know why. So I'll lotion my feet, sock. Lotion the other one, sock. Is that weird?
I don't know.
You're making a face.
I don't lotion my legs, so I don't know.
I feel like you don't lotion anything. Actually,
no, I do. Just my hands.
And face. Just
hands, my arms to my elbow, and then my face.
So your back is probably like a chalkboard.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah. And then I want to say I would go pants or short, like whatever I'm wearing, like on the bottom.
But shirts always last.
It depends though, cause like this is like a bodysuit, so like this has to go on before the pants.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So like it depends.
Yeah.
But like typically, I think pants and then shirt. Yeah. I think so.
What is it about onesies that you guys like? Strange.
I feel like
onesies and tights. I will never understand. Like what about those two that draw women?
Well, this isn't a onesie. It's a bodysuit.
It's a onesie.
No, it's a.
When a baby has a long sleeve shirt that clips underneath the bum in between the
crotch.
Yeah, and the legs are free. It's called a onesie.
Yeah, for a baby. But like, okay, so
you guys are big babies.
Then. Something like this. Like, I grew up dancing, and like it would be this style is considered like a leotard.
Is that a leotard?
It's not because of the material. It's just but they call it a bodysuit. Here's the thing: you'll be like shopping, you're like, oh, like that's a cute top. Ha, surprise! It's not a top. It's a bodysuit. Whatever, but it's like that's just how they like are making women's clothes these days.
You know what?
There'd be so many items that I'm like would make a cute shirt. Like I don't care for it to be a bodysuit, but it is. So
when women say that, you guys make it sound like they only have this and nothing else. A couple years ago, I asked this girl why she keeps buying ripped jeans, and she's like, "That's all they have," and I'm like, "Obviously not." Obviously, the world didn't decide. They are only making whipped jeans for women.
Ripped,
stripped. It's gone. It's not there. There's no way. And she's just like, oh, look. And she showed me all these websites. And I'm like, okay, what about this? Oh, that's not cute. What about this? Oh, I don't like that. So you like ripped jeans. Don't say they're only making ripped jeans.
Hold on, though, because before you get into this you women thing, I didn't say that they only make bodysuits. I said a lot of the time I will see something that I like, not realizing what it is, and I'm like, oh, it's a bodysuit, so I'm still gonna get it. Because, like, they're just making a lot more of this style of clothing. Like, it's just what the trend is. But they obviously have regular shirts. But a lot of...
But you just don't like regular shirts.
How often am I wearing bodysuits?
I don't know.
Exactly, because you think it's a shirt. Did you know this was a bodysuit?
No. I didn't know you walk around wearing onesies. I thought we were adults.
To me, when I think of a onesie, like, I have, like, this, like, really cute, like red plaid kind of like Christmas onesie. Like I think like full pants. It has a little hood. It's super cute. Like it's something that you wear like in the winter or like around the holidays. Like that to me is a onesie.
A Superman one right now.
There you go. Like that.
I was disgusted when she opened the door.
Why?
Like it just looks so childish. Like even if you think like, oh look, it's super cute. Because that's the word you guys use. Super cute. It's not just cute. It's super cute. Like, all I think of is child.
Also, I think onesies can be, like, sexy. Oh, hear me out. Because I know you're going to be like, this is the same girl who wears sock strings.
Like, okay.
No. Think of, like, a onesie. Like, I'm imagining mine, right? And it zips, like, almost all the way down. Mm-hmm. So imagine, like, you're wearing, like, something sexy underneath or nothing. You just, like, zip it down. And, like, you get, like, cute, like, cleavage. But, like, you're still comfy. But, like, easy access for like someone like you. Shirts.
That zip down?
I wore one the other day. You gotta be careful. Because sometimes if the zipper is too free.
Not as sexy as the onesie would have been, huh?
You know what? It was also a bodysuit.
Oh, my God.
It was a bodysuit. It was a bodysuit with the zipper, too. But again, I saw the shirt, and it was cute, and I'm like, oh, I want it.
It's not a shirt. It's a onesie.
It's a bodysuit.
Why is it a bodysuit? I would prefer what you call a onesie be called a bodysuit, because it covers your entire body.
You know why? I think onesie is like, it's just one. It's one thing. Pants, shirt, everything. Whereas a bodysuit, like, you still need bottoms. Whether you're wearing shorts, skirt,
so it's pants. A torso suit.
Sure.
Okay. Torso suit, it is now called.
Yeah, let me know if that catches on.
Torso suit.
But when you think of, like, oh, I gotta cover up my body, you're like, you cover this area, because, like, that's the most important part, I guess. I don't know. Like, your legs are out, your arms are out, but you're just like, ooh.
If
like,
I ever say, my whole body hurts, and a girl grabbed my upper half, bitch, my whole body hurts. My legs hurt too. Massage those too.
Yeah, I didn't get when you said grabbed. I'm like, if you
because you did this and I thought about grabbing.
No, but I'm saying like cover up your body. Like you're like, oh, don't look. Like, you know.
This is what society has everybody.
The bodysuit covers it covers the private bits. It covers the coochie and it covers the boobies. And that's it. Not that's it, but like those are the.
That's it. That's all it covers. Nothing else.
Some of them, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them. Honestly, women. What can you do with them? What can you do without them?
That's not the saying. We need to. Both of us need to stop trying to say these sayings because we're not getting them right. It's can't live with them, can't live without them, and I'm pretty sure
I can live without
this saying started about a man. Because like men. Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of hate because I know a lot of men listen to this. Listen, you guys are great.
Do you know what the
most of the time?
Do you know what the issue between men and women are?
What?
It's not that we feel like you guys can't do things, right? Because I know it likes to be like, oh, whatever a man can do, a woman can do, right? Mm-hmm. For sure.
The same as whatever men can do, girls
women can do better. Whatever you want to say the same.
Whatever boys can do, girls can do better.
It's not that. The issue is that there's not a lot of them that are doing it.
Elaborate. Right?
So, for example, when people talk about like the workplace, men, women, blah, 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 and they want to talk about construction, obviously you have more men physically lifting these heavy items than women, which is fine. Now, that is why a lot of men, I had this conversation with people at work recently, that's why I'm talking about it. That's why a lot of men feel like, oh, women can't do it. But they don't mean can't. They mean you're not doing it. Because if you could, do it. And once you do it, and once more women are like, yeah, I'm going to be a construction worker, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Of course you have like women that do that. But if more women did that, then it would be, what is the argument?
Okay,
the same
and
way
this
we
is
have
a
more
problem
women.
Because what?
No, when the comparison when like people talk about women and what women can and can't do. That's what I'm saying. As men, when we say can't, I feel like from what I've been hearing, it's not that they don't believe women can.
They just don't.
They don't. So since you don't, you want to complain about not you, but you know the argument is women can do this. Of course you can. You're a human being. You're physically capable. Do it. But are you doing it? And if you're not doing it, shut up.
Do you think that like is because of the whole like societal standards of like these are boy jobs and these are girl jobs and boys should be doing this and girls should be doing that, and then like we kind of fall into those gender roles?
Yes and no. The reason why I'm on the fence about it is because everything from birth really gets separated. You know, you have your boy bathroom, girl bathroom. You know, oh, the boys are playing in the mud. Don't go play in the mud, sweetie. You're a princess. Don't do that.
Play with your dolls.
Exactly.
The boys will play with the trucks.
Yeah. Oh, come in the kitchen. Oh, son, go do this in the yard. You know, there's from birth, it's like this or this, boy or girl, boy or girl. So now when you get to a certain age, it's okay. Don't let her do that. You should do that because you're the guy. You're physically stronger than her. So at 13 years old, go to the car and grab the heavier stuff for your mom so she doesn't have to do it. So now you have to do the, you know, mom is in the kitchen cooking and dad is in the basement building something or whatever the case is.
Working on the car.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Mowing the lawn.
So it's built in, whether it's societal or, you know, religious or whatever the case is. And that's what we grow up thinking. And then when you reach a certain age and a certain era in life where you're like, hold on, women can do that too. There's no reason we can't do that. And we're just like, okay, well, do it. And I think that's where the issue lies, is not if you can. Obviously, women have proven time and time again, we can do it. Okay, cool. Do it. Of course, in the beginning, you're going to have a lot of men be like, oh, well, I don't trust her judgment because women can't do this. Okay, it happens. It happens in the beginning of almost everything.
Here's the thing. I wish I was more handy. Like, I wish, I want to learn how to...
Like trades?
No, like, I just mean even, like just around the house. Like, I want to be able to, like, drill into like a concrete wall and like mount like a TV or a picture, because like that stuff isn't that hard, but like you also want to make sure you're doing it right. So like I wish I had that skill, but like I was never taught that because it was not seen as a thing that girls need to know how to do.
Yeah.
But like also like no shade, but like the men around me are not the most handy.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, so it's not even to be like, oh, like I've always had a handy guy around me.
Yeah.
It's like I either have to figure it out myself or hire someone, you know? And it's like, that's fine, but like I wish I could do that myself. And like that's something I'd love to learn how to do, even if it's just like basic stuff. Like I remember like I wanted to like DIY some furniture. Like I bought a sander and like, you know, I'm trying. But, like, it's hard when, like, you're just trying to, like, figure it out on your own and, like, watching YouTube tutorials because, like, no one ever taught you because you're a girl.
Yeah. And that makes sense. And that's like me. There's things that, like, my mom in the kitchen, like, I don't want to stand in the kitchen and watch you cook. I'll figure it out. Like, there's things that I want to learn how to make, but it's not in me to do that. And I know for me it's not in me based off of when I was younger, like, how my parents were with me doing things. Like, me being in the kitchen was, why are you in the kitchen? I'm cooking. Get out the kitchen. Wait till dinner. Because to them, you're hungry and you just want to be near the food.
To be fair, though, I don't like people in the kitchen when I'm cooking.
Oh, I hate it. I can't stand it.
Unless we are cooking together.
Even if we're cooking together.
Because that could be cute. Like, you know, like, oh, we're cooking together.
No.
But, like, if you're just in there to be in there.
Have you ever cooked together with somebody in the kitchen?
Yeah.
And you like it?
Yes.
Well, that's sweet.
If you have a good flow with the person. And, like, because, like, I remember, like, my ex and I used to cook together sometimes. And, like, he was a very messy person in the kitchen. So it's, like, if I, like, but I knew the role I had to play was to clean, like, walk behind him, like, a vacuum cleaner and, like, clean it up.
But are you cooking, too? Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, certain things I would do, certain things he would do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm still the one cleaning because it would be a disaster.
Yeah, no. My girlfriend's like that, so I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, it's cute. Like, it's not something we did all the time. It's something I would like to do with someone more because I think it could be cute. But, like, again, you have to have a flow.
I hate it, and I hope she's listening. I hate it. Reason I hate it is I want to do what I'm doing. Don't touch my ingredients. Don't ask me. Don't
stare over my shoulder.
Don't nothing. Oh don't tell me my shit needs more salt.
That's what my mom used to do. Sit and just watch.
I can't.
I hated that. Like, stop.
Even if we're in the kitchen and, like, I'm cooking and we're talking, I can't cook. Because I know you're watching what I'm doing and probably judging. Even if we're just having deep conversation about something, I can't concentrate. You're going to have to go in the living room and we're going to have to talk from there.
See, that's what I do. Like, if I'm at a friend's house and they're, like, in the kitchen doing their thing, like, I'm not just going to hover. I'll sit in the living room, dining room, whatever, and then, like, we'll talk.
I can't. Yeah. I can't. Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I have another controversial opinion. Well, again, these are just my opinions,
sorry.
But apparently they're controversial.
Very.
Why'd you say sorry? Because I said they're just my opinions. Horrible. Okay. So we agreed that socks and sex are good to go. No, we didn't agree on that? Sorry, I remember it a little differently.
I understand that it doesn't bother you. And I think with most people, they don't sleep with socks on, right? Most people. A lot of people do, but most people
think that in itself is crazy for me to do.
I'm not even gonna. It's a comfort thing.
Literally, when was this? Saturday night.
Disgusting.
I slept naked.
With socks. That's a problem. No, I understand for
Nothing
you. Nothing
on but socks. It was glorious.
That's insane.
I felt great, and I had like my blanket. My feet were warm. It was great.
Yeah, most people don't sleep with socks on. So when it comes to sex and getting comfortable, to get fully comfortable, we have to take our socks off.
The only reasonable argument that I heard from anyone, and it was only men, and I get why, was that sometimes they want to take their socks off for grip. Because sometimes if you are in a position where you're doing the thrusting,
that's
this is what sex looks like.
That's what thrusting looks like. Thrust, baby, thrust.
I mean, I just didn't want to be like vulgar, you know.
No, we can see that.
But like that's the only time that I'm like, that makes sense. Because, you know, sometimes, especially, I don't know, men always have, like, gross socks that are, like, hanging off of them. Oh, well, I'm just thinking about Des, actually.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, this is personal.
I feel like your socks are always, like, way too big on you, or, like, maybe they're stretched out. How do they stretch out if they're only going on your feet? I don't know.
You know why? Because when I pull them, like, you know...
Why are you pulling that hard?
Because that's how I put on my socks. Like, I open it really wide, and then I shove my foot in, and then I pull it up. So, like, when I open it wide, I hear the, like, elastics crying for help.
That's so aggressive.
So, over time, like, it just gets loose.
Like, I feel like I put on my socks very, like, sexy for socks. Like, you know, you put them over your toes, and then you, like, glide it up and around the
like you're putting on pantyhose.
Yeah. You know, point the toe and everything. Listen, I feel like you need to, like, sensualize your everyday life within yourself, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, feel
the energy.
Yeah. And then, like I said, like it's, like, freshly lotioned, too, so you're just, like...
just smoothly.
Just glides on there.
It sounds like a huge waste of time. That sounds like 5 minutes right
It takes, like, 2 seconds.
That sounds like 5 minutes.
Rather than, like, stretching out the... Yeah, and then your socks literally look like they... I've seen homeless people with better looking socks.
I believe you. But nobody sees my feet. I have socks that I don't wear unless I know I'm going somewhere where I need to take off my shoes. The other day I was helping a friend doing a moving job, and normally we don't take off our shoes, but it was supposed to be something quick. So he looks at me and he's like, oh, we might have to take off our shoes, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, are you okay to take off your shoes? And I was like, I had to really think about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good.
The fact that he had to ask you that, that's a problem.
That's not a problem.
Why don't you just go for a pedicure?
Because I don't want people touching my feet. I don't like people touching me.
But the professionals know how to, like, deal with it, you know?
No, I've had it once in my life and I regret it.
Why?
It felt so disgusting. I felt violated. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't like it.
I used to never want to get my toes done, like, at a nail salon, just because, like, I'm very ticklish. So I would just do them myself, like, at home in the little thing and soak them and whatever. But now I've gotten over it, but I do get very, like, when they're, like, at my feet because I get so ticklish, and I'm just like, I don't want to kick her, so I'm just, like, trying to be calm. But yeah, no. Listen, I think the consensus that we need to agree on before moving forward is that I'm not saying socks are sexy. They can be.
No, they can't.
Like knee-high, thigh-high socks.
The socks aren't sexy. You're not going to look at a pair of socks and be like, oh, those are some sexy socks.
True. Okay, are you going to look at, I don't know.
Underwear and be like, those are sexy? Yes.
I wasn't going to say underwear. I was going to say, like, a pair of pants. But, like, the pants on the... pants just laying...
Yes.
Around...
Put those on, because those are sexy. You haven't seen...
Right, but the pants themselves are not sexy. The pants on the person...
The pants by itself. You can look at pants and be like, those are sexy.
I think... So you're telling me, like, thigh-high, stocking, socks... Are those not considered more sexy than...
Pants?
No, not than pants. They're like regular socks.
No.
No? I've heard differently. I don't know. I think men really don't know what they want.
I think it depends on the outfit, for sure. Like...
Well, of course.
But if it depends on the outfit, then the item by itself is not sexy. Like a mini skirt. It doesn't have to be on someone to be like, that is sexy. But the socks, you have to have the right outfit with the thigh high and the
Okay, I think we can agree that it should not take you out of a sexual mood if your partner wants to wear socks.
Can you agree to that? The opposite way around. It should not take you out of a sexual mood if your partner doesn't want you to wear socks.
No.
See? Then that's the problem.
Because now you're, like, here's the thing. I'm doing what I want to do with my body, right? Which is where...
No, I'm doing what I want to do to your body.
No. My body, my choice.
That is the problem.
My socks, my choice.
In sex, I want to have control over your body.
Not my feet.
Obviously not. So now I feel like, why are we here? Why are we here? I can't even take your fucking socks off?
Listen, my feet are a hot commodity. Like...
They're cold.
They're cold, but they're a hot commodity. I got people wanting to fly me out, wanting to send me money. And you expect you could just take my socks off for free?
The fact that it's not a lie.
It's not a lie.
It's making me even more upset.
It's true.
It's making me even more upset.
I'm not just taking off my socks for nobody. Like, come on.
We can end it there. I'll leave you with that. I will let you win that.
That helped me get that point?
That did.
Wow.
That did.
Thirsty men with a foot fetish is the reason why you're letting me...
Yeah. Because if you're saying not just anybody, I understand. That would make sense. That makes sense. I get it.
For years, my feet have been the talk of certain towns. Which ones, I don't know, but...
Yeah, no, I'll leave it at that. You win.
Literally, as recently as like a week-ish ago, someone... You know, I don't have pictures of my feet, but like, if it's like I'm barefoot in a picture and it's like my feet are like at the bottom, I've had people like screenshot, freeze frame, zoom in, send it to me so that I know that they know and what they're doing.
Feet, yeah.
And I'm just like, can you chill, please? Yeah. Like, it's not that serious. You know, they say a win is a win. Yeah. I'm still gonna take it.
No, take it.
But you know, that's not. I didn't want to win that way.
But you won. You won. Look, I gave her the win, and she doesn't want the win.
Because I should just be able to wear my socks during sex. I feel like, listen.
Your feet are a hot commodity. You can.
Anyways, the next one was shower sex. Now, hear me out.
No. Before I hear you out, what is the question? Because you don't know my answer yet. So I'll give you my answer so you don't persuade me which way.
Why? I would like to persuade you with...
But you don't know what my answer is.
Okay. Is shower sex... Is it actually sexy? I think the idea of it is sexy, but is it actually sexy? Disgusting. Or is it overrated?
It's disgusting. I'm in the shower to fucking have private time. You pervert.
Yes!
You pervert. You can't wait till I'm done?
See, this is why we're friends, because sometimes with like the socks...
Put your socks on first! Damn it!
See, at moments like with the socks thing, I'm like, Des, we have nothing in common. How do we do this every week? And then you say stuff like that, and I'm like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Yep. Okay, elaborate.
Ugh. Okay. The one time, I give people 2 times I need to be alone. But the main place is the bathroom. If I'm peeing, you should not be in the bathroom. I don't give a fuck who you are. If I'm taking a doo-doo, you definitely shouldn't be in the bathroom. I don't care who you are. If I'm showering, leave me alone. That is my private time. That is my time to myself. That is my... If I want to stand there, let the water drip, I don't want
You know, sometimes when you're in the shower and you're just like contemplating life.
And you just lose yourself. Like an crisis. God. And the water's just hitting you and you're just like, how did I get here?
You know that song by Hilary Duff, Come Clean?
Oh, that's your shower song?
No, but like that's what I imagine because it's like Let the Rain Fall Down and like I just...
Is that what that song's called? Come Clean? I didn't know that.
Or Coming Clean, something like that, yeah.
Coming. Mine is I'm Walking on Sunshine.
In the shower?
Yeah, I'm walking on sunshine.
Honestly, in the shower, I love to sing like very sad songs. Unfaithful by Rihanna. I'm like the biggest cheater when I'm in the shower. I hurt somebody's son so bad. But like if I'm playing music, I want to play upbeat music. But if I'm just like in the shower, it's like sad stuff going through my head.
Adele, I Found a Boy. Oh my God. That is in my brain when I'm in the shower. And then you have to blend the tears with the shower water.
Oh, you're actually crying?
No. I'm just saying, like, if you were to be crying in the shower, like, you would just let the rain fall down, you know?
Deswayne, are you okay?
Shower sex is inappropriate. It's not. That's
talk to someone. Uh-oh, guys. You said blend the tears. I don't think I've ever cried in the shower.
Never?
I don't think so.
Really?
With the exception of like sometimes you get a little shampoo in your eyes. And
yeah.
But like
no, man, the shower is the safest place to cry.
I can't recall.
Because when you get out and your eyes are red, nobody suspects a thing.
Yeah, but I'm alone. Who's watching me?
Oh fuck yeah, you can cry anytime.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Honestly, I'm the type to like not cry and like let the stress build up and bubble up, and then it just like all comes out. I'm like a sweep it under the rug until
there's no more rug.
Yeah, and then sometimes you just need a good cry.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But no, so for me, right, I agree. I think it's like sometimes, especially when you live with someone. I mean, I've never lived with anyone, so like, but like I would imagine you just want like you're with them all the time. You just want like a little bit of you time, and I feel like I would feel sexier if I was like already clean. And then be like, oh, hey. Like, imagine, like, I feel like getting out of the shower and, like, you're still naked.
No
and
problem.
Then you initiate
no
sex.
problem.
I feel like that's sexier.
No
Not
problem.
like I came home from work or from the gym.
I don't care where you came from. You could have not come from anywhere.
I could have just rolled off of the couch.
If you're going to go bathe, go bathe.
Right. And then here's the thing, right? Okay, let's be really real. Cleaning yourself is not sexy.
No.
You're like scrubbing your pits, getting in crevices.
Soapy, and I'm looking at the dirty soap water dripping off of you. No, man.
The way they make it seem in like movies or like even commercials where it's just like a little sud here and there. No, that's not, you're not clean.
No.
I'm like, I want to be clean so we can like get dirty, you know?
Exactly.
And then I'll clean myself again.
No problem.
But
but no problem.
You say you wouldn't?
No. I get out the shower, we have sex.
True, you are let me leave the crusty cum on my stomach.
Done did.
For X amount of time.
Done did.
Done had it in your mouth and everything, so...
Don't...
You're telling me don't tell people that you told people that...
Yo.
Oh, you don't like that I'm reminding them?
So,
I will never let them forget.
So...
No, it's a problem. No, but I think, honestly, I don't think that the shower is sexy. I even for men, like, I don't need to see you...
For anybody. This morning...
And most men... I'm finding this out too recently. That like most men don't like wash their ass.
Why not?
I don't know. This is like a thing. Like and like women on TikTok
what do they do?
Are like sharing. They'll like wash their body, pits, balls, but like they don't like get in the crack. So there was this girl on TikTok and she shared this a video, and it's funny because I was talking about this with the same friends who. Oh, and by the way, I had a poll for the shower sex thing too, but like with the socks and sex, whatever. We were talking about it, and like this girl shared the story about her ex, and like they would always, you know, he would always kind of like leave skid marks like on the bed or in his boxers, but she didn't think much of it. She was just like, it was her first real relationship. She's just like, oh, it just boys being boys. Disgusting. But she said one day they had sex, and it was like I think he was like a naturally sweaty guy, and like it was just a hot day as well, so it was like lots of sweat. They finish what they're doing. He gets up.
Stop. Sorry, go ahead.
He gets up, and she's waiting for him to bring like a towel, a rag,
and she looks over.
No. She feels like she's very wet, like more so than like the sweaty areas. She like touches herself down there, and it's like brown. Right? So she was just like, oh my God.
I'm sorry, did the sweat and the dookie...
She said, did I shit myself? But she, like, touches, like, her ass.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, why is there, like, shit, like, around my inner thighs and vagina? He bends down. He's off the bed to grab his boxers.
Nothing but doo-doo.
She got a straight view into his booty crack. All up in there. And that's when she found out that her boyfriend didn't wash his ass, like, in the crack. Like, I'm sure maybe he washed the cheeks, but he didn't get in the crack. And so many women, I'm not even joking, your face, so many women in the comments were like, you're not the only one, my ex, my boyfriend, I have to remind him. And I'm just like, what?
I don't understand. That's like washing your feet, but not in between your toes.
A lot of people don't. Well, we already talked about this. That a lot of people don't even wash their legs in the shower. So your feet, and then a lot of who do wash their legs don't get their feet. Like I wash the bottom of my feet. I do in between the
my toes. Yeah.
Actually, in the shower, not every day, but like a couple times a week, I have my like a foot scrubber. So like towards the end of my shower, when I've already been like standing in like the water. Huh?
No, my mom gave me one, and I look at it when I'm in the shower, like it's
yeah, but you don't ever touch it.
God, Jesus
yeah,
Christ,
of course not. Why would you? But yeah, so I like will scrub my feet in the shower, like the bottoms, like everywhere.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm just saying, like, I don't need to see you scrubbing in between your booty cheeks, and you don't need to see me do that. That's not sexy. I feel like certain things need to like stay a mystery.
It's
like, I never want to be, like you said, like, you want, like, your private time in the bathroom. I never want to be in the bathroom when my significant other is
honestly
taking a poop.
Even when I'm brushing my teeth, like, get the fuck out.
I would prefer to be alone like that. I don't mind. Like, especially if it's like, oh, we both got to rush. Like, sometimes it's okay.
If we both got to rush, one of us will be in the bathroom because my room's attached. And, like, I'll sit on my bed and brush my teeth. You can stand over there.
Really?
And when it's time for me to use the sink, move. I don't care if you're done or not.
I'm not that serious about it. But, like, if I'm in there alone, I'm not going to complain, obviously. Like, that's...
Like, even if you're sleeping, I need to close the door to pee.
I also feel like men have louder streams than women, just because, like, you guys are standing usually, so...
I just... there's something about the bathroom that's just... It belongs to you when it's your time.
Well, the consensus is, funny enough, from women, that... Well, I think you're the only guy... Well, I didn't ask as many people about the shower sex as the socks and sex. But, like, the consensus is... What do you mean?
Because most of the guys are going to be like, shower sex? Yeah. No, the fuck not.
Yeah, you're the only one who was like, absolutely not.
No.
I got like...
Oh, I've done it, but no.
No. We were just talking about like, is it sexy? Is it whatever? You said it's disgusting. Yeah. My girls were like, it's overrated. I don't want to slip.
Yeah, I bust my girlfriend's head before, but yeah.
Okay.
She slipped and...
You know that's how, like, people can die. And you see, especially since me and this ankle thing, I'm not...
You're a lot more cautious, huh?
Any little slip... Remember I was walking my dog on the phone with you, and I told you I rolled my ankle? Yeah. And I was like, Des, I was just walking. Like, I don't know. I'm just, like, super scared. So now... But I was also told... So my friend was like, well, have you done it? And I'm like, no. Like, the idea of it bothers me, but I haven't actually done it. So I'm like, if I haven't... Like, I'd be open to trying... Okay, this is what I think. I think it depends on the shower. Not in a bathtub, but like an outdoor shower, like a tropical destination. No? But then to me, that's not an actual shower.
Exactly what I was getting at. That's why I was saying no. If we're talking about
like,
shower
we're just
sex,
in the water.
Exactly. Of course that's sexy.
Yeah.
Under a waterfall, all majestic.
Well, waterfalls are like very heavy and hard. Yeah. Maybe like behind a waterfall, not under a waterfall. That's intense. But like, yeah, like depending on the environment. But to me, like we're just like in the shower, but like I'm not taking a shower.
Yeah.
Like to me, like the process of getting clean or like, and then like someone joins me, I'm like, wait, can I help you?
What do you want?
Yeah. But I've been told if I've never tried it, like I should never say never. So like I'll do it. I feel like I have to, like for like research. Like
excuse me, sir. Could you just research purposes only?
Not with a random.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Excuse me, sir.
I was just checking.
Yeah, I'll just like, you know.
Yeah, this morning my girlfriend wanted shower sex. Like we were having sex, and then I was like, "Okay, you're gonna be late for work. Go." Like,
and she's like, "Oh, do you want to join me?" No.
She always says that, and I always say no. I have said yes a couple times because I'm like, okay, I understand it's a give and take.
So you had shower sex more than a couple times then?
Yeah, but not because I want to have shower sex. But
you just want to have sex, and they want to do it in the shower, so
like,
you're just like...
It's okay, come join me in the shower. And I'm like, no, babe, you promised you once in a while. Okay, fine, whatever. Go in the shower, soaping up. Now she wants to be kissing me up. And now we're going to have sex in the shower. And I'm like, cut off the water. And I take her and bring her out the shower. Because I...
Also, here's the thing. Isn't, like, water is not a natural lubricant. You would think, like, oh, like, everything's slippery. Everything's slippery except for where it's supposed to be slippery. You know?
Oh,
because,
like,
I know. It will dry you out. Because, like, if you ever had sex in, like people have sex in the ocean or a pool or, like, a hot tub, like, it's not... It's
not what you think it is on TV, boys.
Drier than you would think.
Yep.
I've heard. I've never.
You're not wrong.
No, but it's not a natural lubricant.
It's not.
It's misleading because you're like water, you know? It's slippery.
Yeah.
But no.
Okay. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When you and your ex were together, how often... Who interrupted who in the bathroom more? In terms of, like, talking to the person or knocking on the door or...
Neither, really?
Neither, really.
Like, we both had, like, a couple instances where we would be, like, annoying, but, like...
1 in every 10 visits that men visit the bathroom, they get interrupted.
By who?
By a woman.
Not by, like, kids?
No.
Huh. Interesting.
And I believe that. Because, like I said, I close the door to brush my teeth.
But here's the thing. I'm someone who likes my alone time. So I'm going to be respectful of someone else's. With the exception of sometimes you're just like in an extra annoying mood. Okay, so like fair. You know, but like literally like less than like on one hand, like a couple times. I
promise you, honestly, my girlfriend could something unfortunate could happen to my girl in the bathroom, and I would not know for hours.
Unfortunate,
because I'm not gonna check. I'm not gonna be like, babe, are you almost done? Babe, are you okay? I don't. You're in the bathroom. I assume you're not done if you're still in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So yeah, and men spend on average for the year 7 hours just to get some peace in the bathroom. And I can understand that. And that's like not just in the household. Because sometimes you're at work and you're like, let me just, you don't even have to use the bathroom.
I get that, but like.
But I always use the bathroom when I use the bathroom at work. Because other than that, that's time theft. And no, that's not okay.
Of course not.
Huh?
Of course. You would never.
Jesus Christ, no.
You go potty and right back.
Right back.
Right back.
Right back. It's not break time.
Most of the time, you don't even go potty. You hold it.
Exactly. Until I get home. Because that's when I have the free time. Mm-hmm. What were we saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't interrupt people. I think, like, if they were gone for a suspicious amount of time.
Are you ever just in your bathroom sometimes and you realize, oh shit, I've been in there way too long?
Yes, but I'm not just like in there. Like I'm the one who'll be guilty of like scrolling on my toilet. That's what I mean. On my phone when I'm like on the toilet, and then you're just like, oh, I'm just like sitting here.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be like watching.
But I don't do it if I ever have to go number 2 because I feel like that's weird to just not wipe yourself after.
Or just sit there?
Yeah. But sometimes if I'm peeing and then you're just like, oh, let me just check this one notification and then you're just on your phone.
I've actually, I think we talked about it early last year, but since then I've been trying this like sitting and peeing thing when I'm conscious about it.
Okay.
It's kind of annoying.
Why?
You guys have to squat a lot. You go down, you pee, you get up. Ugh,
but God. You're sitting, you're not squatting.
No, I know. But like, you guys have to like get down.
But it's just like saying to sit on a chair.
Yeah. I'm a stander. Like on a bus, I will stand. On the train, I will stand. There could be an open seat, but it's okay. I'll stand. I
get it, but like it's a squat. I get what you're trying to get, but I just
like that's a lot. Like as a guy, like to pee, I can just stand. So for me to do all this and then get back up.
If you ever have to like pee in the middle of the night, is it not easier? I told you I didn't even know it was a thing until like my ex, like a few exes ago. I remember once we were all like. I don't know. We were at his place, and it was like his sister and like friends, and we were all like drinking and like whatever. But it was like, well, no, I lied. We were drinking. It was the middle of the night. Now everyone's gone to bed. I've been in the
bathroom when you peed.
You been in the bathroom when I've peed?
Yes. Now you're telling a story, and my brain just went.
Right.
I don't remember where it was. It was a party, and we were drinking, and you were drunk. And you know when you're drunk and you have to break your seal? You were trying not to, but you finally had to pee. But we were having a deep conversation about something, and you didn't want it to stop. So all you did was leave the light off, and, like, I stood by the door, and, like, you were peeing while we were talking. Too. Yeah.
I mean, I've done that with, like, guy friends.
Yeah.
I think as recently, no. Yeah, in the summer, a friend of mine, I mean, he's gay, but like we weren't even like that close, but we were just like we both had to go pee. We were like downtown, so we just went into a random pizza just used their bathroom, and like we just went in there together because like it's just easier.
My cousin used to do this thing that would piss me off, and he did it because he knows it would piss me off. I'd be like, some people would be like, okay, I'll be back, and then they'll go use the bathroom and come back. Some people be like, oh, I have to go pee, and then they go pee and come back. So I'd be like, okay, I have to go pee. I'll go to the bathroom. This is why I started locking the door. And I'd close the door and I'd go pee. And as I'm peeing, like he'd come in the bathroom and be like, oh, I have to pee too. And he'd be like, oh, let's cross stream. And I'm like, yo, get out of the bathroom. So now I have to hold my pee in because I know he's going to come and he's going to pull his pee-pee out and start peeing.
Oh, he just goes for it.
Yeah, because he knows it makes me uncomfortable, and you gotta. Sometimes we would do shit to make the other person uncomfortable to see.
Is this the cousin that I think it would be?
Yes, it's exactly who you think it is. And like when I say it used to drive like, like it's like, like just let me. I just want to pee. I just want to use the bathroom in peace. There's no
I don't know. I feel like it's different for girls, you know? Like, you'll go with your girlfriends.
Yeah, you guys go all the time. Like, you guys don't even care. Like, you guys will be at a restaurant. Like, hey, I'm going to use the bathroom. Do you want to come?
Yeah, but it's different because, like, we're not whipping out an appendage.
I guess.
Like, you're not, like... Yeah, like, your vagina's out, technically, but it's not, like, out the way a pee-pee would be out.
Yeah.
You know?
I suppose.
Sorry. Being told not to call them that.
Yeah. I just called it that, so...
Exactly.
Okay. I let it go this time.
Thanks. No, but, yeah, that night it was late. I remember, I think I had gone to, I don't know why he wasn't there. I was drinking, so I probably didn't even, like, realize. But, like, I was staying over at his house, so I wake up because I have to go pee. Go into the, like, the hallway, into the bathroom, but the door wasn't closed either. It was, like, just,
cracked.
Like, yeah, so I just...
Whatever, push it open.
And there he is, sitting on the toilet. And I was like, oh, sorry. Like, you know, like, my bad. Because, again, I'm not going to interrupt someone. But I think he was, like, embarrassed. And I was just like, I guess it was weird because I'm like, I didn't realize, like, men sit down past, like, potty training age.
Yeah.
But apparently they do. So, like, okay. I mean, no judgment. He was like, yeah, like, when I drink sometimes I sit. I'm like, listen, you don't...
Yeah, you don't got to make excuses for me, boy.
But, you know, it was one of those, like, no, I don't do this all the time. I'm like, yeah, no, it's okay. Like, it's fine. Yeah, it was weird. But that's when I found out.
Yeah. I've been trying it lately. It's not for me. But I can understand why people do it.
I know some people do it, like, all the time.
Yeah. I have a guy at work who after the conversation I was talking to him about, he's like, yeah. He's like, I'd probably only pee sitting down. And I was like, and that's comfortable for you? Like, you're not just like... He's like, yeah. Like,
I feel like, honestly, the only way I would have, like, assumed that men pee sitting down is if you're not, like, a cisgendered man. Like, that's the only way I'd be like, obviously. But then, like, when you think of anyone with a penis, it's just like, why not? Like, I wish I could pee standing up.
It's actually very convenient.
For you guys.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I pee and I walk. Like, I don't like to pee outside. I feel like I feel like an animal.
But you pee and walk?
No. But listen, like, if I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go pee, and I scurry off to a little corner like a dog and I just pee, that makes me uncomfortable. So, like, if I'm walking through, like, a car parking lot that I feel like nobody's in their cars and stuff, like, I'll just whip my thing out while I'm walking.
That's weirder to me.
Oh, yeah?
You're just... How do you not walk into your stream?
I don't know. Ask my penis.
I think we need to do a listener question at this point.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me grab my phone, because that's weird to me.
Walking and peeing?
You're just, like, walking and...
Yeah, peeing. Why am I going to stop walking? I have somewhere to go.
Of course.
Places to be.
Yeah.
Peeing in a corner, I feel like I'm just like, are the police coming?
Yeah, I feel like... For women, it's rough. And even, like, public bathrooms, it takes longer.
Oh, for sure. That's understandable.
Like, there's just...
A lot going on.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Okay. So we're going to get into a listener question.
Yes, we shall.
For those of you who are watching and listening, if you want to be a part of the podcast, whether that means that you have a story to tell or a question to ask us or anything, we would love to hear from you. And you can do so by going to thissquareroom.com/ask or just clicking the submit a question button on the homepage of our website. So the first one we have from today is from Tori.
Tori.
I don't know if you remember, Tori wrote in last week.
Tori.
What?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, Tori wrote in last week, and I guess you had a follow-up for her, like a question. So she has...
answered said question.
Yes, Tori says, "Hi guys, thanks for reading and answering my question last week. And to answer your question, Des, I did not have a hoe phase. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a dry spell. Because I felt like I was settling for less, so I wanted to make an effort to focus on myself moving forward." I believe she was asking... Oh, she was talking about, like, her self-love journey. So she's asking, like, what we love about ourselves
and physically. Because I said that people who usually go through this journey had, like, a whole phase or something traumatic happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't have a whole phase. Actually, they're kind of fun, but whatever.
You were hoping. Yeah. Because you wanted stories.
I wanted stories, so I did.
She then says, this isn't a question, but I also have to say that it was really cute and funny that when each of you called your friends and told them that they were on the podcast, they both instantly said, oh shit. And when you told them that you were calling because you admire them, they both said, aw. Also, I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard your voice, Des, or should I say lack thereof, I thought you sounded like the voice actor who does...
I don't like the fact that you're laughing.
Who does the voice for Winnie the Pooh. LOL.
I'm pissed.
LOL. I hate his voice. All love. Thanks, guys.
That's not love. That is hate. That was a hate crime, Tori.
Can you do... can you do your best impression? You can.
I can't, because I really, like... That was my voice, so I really can't. Like, one day I woke up and I started talking, and I was like, hold on. Row, row, row. Oh my god, my voice, it's back.
You went row, row, row in order to figure it out.
Because when I was losing my voice and I tried to put on a deep voice, it wasn't.
It wasn't happening.
But now.
Anyways, thank you, Tori. We're going to do another one just because that technically wasn't a question. But that was actually really funny, and I can see it. I can see it. Okay. I want to, like, go back and listen to just hear the Winnie the Pooh thing.
I don't like you.
So this person is anonymous. Pronouns are he and him. He says, hi, Jonel and Deswayne. I am a 32... What?
Sorry, go ahead. You know what? Just go, Joe. Just go.
Grow up. Why is my name gotta be second?
Yes. Yes.
Hi, Jonel and Deswayne. And funny enough, he capitalized the J in my
name. I can't see that.
But not the D in yours. It's okay. Take my word for it.
I hate her.
I am a 32-year-old man, and I'm seeking some dating advice. I haven't had many relationships or girlfriends in my life. I'm honestly not sure why. I've talked to many girls, but it often doesn't get out of the talking phase. Even with online dating, things just don't progress the way I would like them to. I'm getting older now, and I would like to settle down in a nice, stable, healthy relationship. So I'm wondering, do either of you have any advice on how to start or where I may be going wrong? I don't lead with sex. I try to make jokes and poke fun so they know I'm lighthearted. And I try to be open and tell them about my life and things that I've gone through or going through to show transparency and vulnerability. I also make it a point to make sure the woman I'm talking to is always smiling and knows that she is beautiful and feels valued. I thought these were all things a woman would want in a partner, but I guess not. Also, I don't think I'm ugly. I mean, they wouldn't have been initially talking to me if they thought that, right? Anything you guys think may help would be great. Feel free to be brutally honest. Love the pod, guys.
Anonymous.
First and foremost, are you going to name him or no?
Can I name him Antonio?
Sure. Why?
Because I wanted to tell him that he sounds annoying. And I thought of A for annoying and A for Antonio.
Okay. I'm going to second that, actually.
The reason why I say you sound annoying...
He sounds desperate.
Yeah. And sometimes when you come across as the nice guy, sometimes you might not notice that if you're always telling them they're beautiful and stuff out of nowhere, it's not that they don't want to hear it. It's just that, okay, now, like, you're doing too much. Like, there's a healthy balance when you're talking to someone. It's not just, okay, I think this girl is cute and I want her to like me, so I'm just going to throw compliments her way and, I'm going to tell her what I think she wants to hear and things like that. Like, I'm always making her laugh. Sometimes they laugh because they don't want you to feel bad. And it happens. It used to happen to me all the time. It probably still does. I don't know. There's this girl at work who's a lesbian, and I talk to her all the time. And honestly, I might even be flirting with her because she's a lesbian, and I know it's going nowhere, and I need to get it out my system. I don't know. But sometimes when she laughs, I can see she's laughing because she thinks I want her to laugh. And now, that kind of makes me want to make her laugh for real, for real.
Wait, you lost me with that one. She's laughing because...
Has a guy ever tried and like talk to you and flirt with you, and you kind of and you laugh, and he swears he's funny, but in your head you're like, oh my god, Exactly. So maybe you saying that, you know, you're always making them laugh and smile, maybe they're doing it to be nice.
Out of courtesy.
Exactly. And that's okay. Maybe it's the fact that you're looking for a reason to talk to them, and your reason is, okay, I'm talking to you because I want something more. You're not talking to them because you're genuinely interested in anything they have to say. Like, you're talking to her because she's cute, and you know you want to see where that goes. There's nothing wrong with that, but what you like, yes, that's what women want, but from an honest place. Mm-hmm. And if it's not coming from an honest place, you just sound like every other guy. And unfortunately, they've had every other guy, whereas you, like you said, you haven't had many girlfriends or any girlfriends in the past, so you might not understand that, but they understand. This is what a desperate guy is going to say, because we've had desperate guys say these things.
Yeah. And like when I say desperate, like I don't even like no offense.
No.
But like you said, be brutally honest, right? And I think sometimes it can come across as like this guy is just doing too much.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I know it's probably confusing because you're like, I thought women do want an effort, but like, especially in the beginning, if you lay it on too thick, it can be a huge red flag because we're just like, what's going on here? No, it's like, you know, I've had people who have just done the most, and you can be like, oh, like they're a nice guy, like they're a nice person, but like what is it that you're after? Because like you're being like suspiciously nice, and like I think sometimes if you are not able to respect somebody's boundaries, by taking things slow or taking things at their pace or just like chilling out with some of the things that you're saying and doing, I think it will have the opposite effect. You're gonna deter people. Go for it.
And like, for example, like I would be the type to, if I'm talking to a girl or flirting with her, I can text you good morning every single morning for the rest, like next 3-4 months, every morning, and not miss a beat, and I don't care. Because I don't care. And I know to a lot of girls, oh, that's sweet. But to some girls, that's fucking annoying. You don't need to do that. There's no need for you to do that. So you kind of have to read your audience. Like, not everyone is the same.
I used to be like that. I used to be like, because like, you know, people always say, like, my exes of being like, oh, you're not a great texter. But, like, I'm like, I don't need a good morning every morning.
Exactly.
But I think, like, honestly, now I'm more of a, like, text me good morning. Like, I want to hear from you.
It's not bad. And what I was going to say is, like, especially if you're the type that's like, oh, good morning, beautiful, or good morning, sweetie. Like, first of all, sir, mean you're nobody yet. So for you to keep throwing these beautiful and sweetie and, oh, like, these little things get annoying after a while if you guys aren't at that level.
Also, I think I used to hate the good morning texts because it was just, good morning. What do you want me? Good morning.
And now a conversation.
No, and then now the conversation is like, there is no conversation. But like when people are like, oh, good morning, like, you know, just starting my day, like, how are you doing?
Like there's something
or like,
with it.
Oh, you would never believe what I saw in traffic. Like, just like say something. I don't know, not just like I mean, you can say just a good morning every now and then, but like Des said, for weeks, months, two words every night, like I don't know, or every morning, not
especially when you haven't spoken all day, like
I don't know. I just feel like it's like I value conversation, and I value when like people make effort for the conversation, and I think sometimes they think all you have to do is say good morning, and that's making an effort, and it's not. It's actually the bare minimum.
And sometimes I used to even purposely skip good morning sometimes. And even give like a, hey, how's your day going? You know, just in the middle of the day kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Just like
check in, so like, I know that you're thinking about me.
Even if like it's a simple, hey, was just thinking about you. You good? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I think that early on, like that, nothing's wrong with that, because like you want to build that with someone, and if both of you guys are feeling each other, even if it's like, I had a really busy day, but I was thinking about you, so like, hey, how's your day going? Or like, oh, you know, sorry I didn't message you all day, like it's been a long day, but like, how are you doing? How's your night? Da da da. Like, do you want to talk later? Like, are you free? When can we hang out? Like, showing initiative, but like without being desperate.
Yeah.
And I think it's just about like reading the room. Like, if she is someone who like you text good morning, she's like, oh my god, thank you, I had a great morning. Like, you really have to see like, you know, gauge the response.
Not everybody likes that.
You also said that you make jokes and poke fun. so that they know that you're lighthearted. And I'm telling you, if someone's not feeling you and you're poking fun,
you lost. You lost.
Then you are for sure crossing over into the annoying territory. Yeah, and I get it. It's lighthearted. You're joking. You're whatever. But it only works if she's poking back and if she likes you. Yeah. If she doesn't, you are annoying. You're annoying. Mm-hmm. And like you don't mean to be, of course.
That's how she finds you.
Right, because you're trying to show her, look at me, I'm lighthearted. But again, it's like you're doing too much. If you're purposely thinking, oh God, I have to make a joke now, so she thinks I'm lighthearted. Exactly. It's forced.
And if I have to tell you that it was just a joke, then that's a problem. Yeah. We're not on the same page. And maybe, and we've said this to people in the past, maybe you're not in your lane. Like, maybe the girls you're going after are not the girls that are within your lane. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because there's girls that are not in my lane. And God knows I'm not going to embarrass myself for damn sure to go talk to you for you to tell me about myself. No, thank you. I will stay within my lane.
That's also true. It's like, who are you dating? Like you said, like, you know, you don't think you're an ugly guy, and you don't have to be. But, like, everyone has a type, and maybe you're just... And it's not even just a physical type. Maybe the type of woman you're going for, like, personality-wise... that's what I meant by in your lane. Yeah. Not compatible with who you are as a person, which is why you are, like, unintentionally turning these women off. Yeah. They're like, well, give it a chance, but then you start with the annoying shit. You start...
Whoa, take it easy with Antonio. Whoa, Joe, whoa. I apologize. Don't take that personal. Wow.
Was that harsh?
And then you come with the annoying shit.
I'm just saying, right? Like, you're going after the same type of person. You're doing the same stuff over and over again, and it's not working. That is literally the definition of insanity. Yeah. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So maybe you need to switch it up. I'm trying to, like Des said, it's like, every woman wants to know that they feel that they are beautiful and that they feel valued, as you said. I think that is very important, and it's great that you say that. I think you need to make sure it's said in organic moments or more sporadic. Yeah. Not saying that you can't or shouldn't say it every day, but I think, just like I was saying with the good morning, I think, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, you're so gorgeous, it can sound very fake. Because, like I said, most women, like, women get hit on more than men. That's just what it is. So likely the women that you are saying this to have heard it a lot before. Uh-huh. And if that's the case, they've heard it in a way that sounds disingenuous. Yep. And maybe you are coming off as like, in your head, you're like, I just want her to know. But she's thinking like, I've heard this before. It sounds like what all these other guys say when they just want to get in my pants. Like, it doesn't sound genuine. So she's just like, whatever. Like, I'm okay. You know, and doesn't take you too seriously. What?
Nothing. I just saw something. No, go. No.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's just my theory. Like I said, with the jokes, like, I'm someone, like, you guys see, like, Des and I's dynamic. It's very similar to, like, a lot of my other friends. Yes. Like, we joke, we roast each other. I told you guys how my friends, girls, guys, roasting me for the whole, like, socks and sex thing. Like, I feel like if I can't, like, laugh with you and have a good time, like, there's not going to be anything. But some people are not like that. Some people don't want to be teased. They don't want to be spoken to sarcastically. He said, make jokes, poke fun. Yeah, it may not be fun for them.
It might not.
Simple as that. And, like, it doesn't mean that you're, like, a bad person or you're being offensive, but it's just, like, everyone is different, so you can't... I think that you have somewhat of, like, a checklist. Like, I try to be funny, I'm this, and I'm that, and I, you know, but, like, you can't use the same checklist for everybody because not everybody will be the same. Yeah. And I know maybe that's what you're looking for. Like, I think we try to, like, give love in the way that we want to receive it. So, like, maybe you need to do a little more research into the girls that you are pursuing to see, like, will they give me this because I want to be told I'm handsome. I want to be able to poke fun. And I do want transparency.
Are you looking for, like, a long-term thing, a short-term thing?
I think so.
And, like, even if you're looking for a long-term thing, are you looking because you genuinely want it? Or is it like, oh, I just kind of feel lonely now, so I feel like...
Again, which is, like, the desperation thing.
Yeah, because once you get into a relationship and now you get into your regular patterns and you're no longer in that honeymoon flirting phase, like, are you just a person who shouldn't be in a relationship right now? Yeah. Because, you know, there's people who get in relationships and they're not easy. And this is what I tell my friends. Like, don't get a girlfriend. I tell my friends this all the time. When they're single, don't get a girlfriend. Reason being is the effort you have to put in for your significant other, I don't think people really understand. Like, when you're talking to a girl and she's having a bad day, you choose whether, I hope your day gets better, and you kind of walk away. When your girl is having a bad day, that is your problem as well. You can't just be like, oh, well, I hope you have a better day. I don't think
it's their problem
as well. It is your problem as well.
But I do get what you mean, because like you are that person's like number one,
and
usually.
If I'm having a bad day and you know what to do to make my bad day not so bad, not better, not like you changed everything, but a simple, I know you're having a bad day, so I got you a mama burger, no only cheese and ketchup. Just something as simple as that.
Yeah.
Even if you're eating it angry, you're just like, fuck.
But I think that's the beauty of a relationship, right? Like, when you, like, it's not about, like, if your girlfriend is having a bad day, it is now your problem as well. But I think it's like, you care about her so much that you want to do the little things to make her day better, because you want this person to be in good spirits.
Have to put in that effort.
I don't think it's a have to, because that's a chore. You should want to. And if you don't want to, then why are you in a relationship with that person?
You have to until you want to. Because at first, I promise you, it's not I want to.
I would think it's the other way around for men. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, guys. No, I feel like guys are like, at first, it's like,
I want to. Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no. At first, I have to. I know this is what I have to do, so I'm doing it. And then I keep doing it,
in the infatuation stage.
No, it sounds like I want to do this. No. We know what we have to do. Don't get it twisted.
So you guys are just being deceitful?
100%. Don't let nobody lie to you. Yes, we are. We do
so
what we know. So
when a guy pretends he cares, he doesn't care?
We want to care the way
in the beginning?
We want to care the way you want us to care.
I want you to be you.
Exactly.
If you don't care, don't pretend you care. No, don't do that.
Then you'll never get anybody.
Well, that's why I'm single right now.
If you're not used to a feeling, you can't feel that.
See, but like, I'm a very different person, right? Like, if I say that there's someone named Bill. Okay? And Bill and I are talking and we're hitting it off, and like, I've taken a genuine interest in him as a person, and he's just like, man, like, I had a bad day. I'm not going to be like, let me go get the sun and the moon and the stars for you, but it's going to be a genuine like, is there something I could do to make you feel better?
Okay, yes. And now Bill is like, no, it's fine. Like, I'm just having a rough day. And you're like, okay, cool. I hope your day gets better. Mm-hmm. Now, from a guy's perspective, women have more of that than men.
More what?
Like, I'm just having a bad day. Like,
Why?
Reason being is, I feel like if work is stressing you, because work is stressing you, there's a lot of things that also build on that. Whether it's I didn't eat today, whether it's, the dog's been acting up, whatever. Just things are building and build. Just things. It could be anything.
Are you like targeting me?
No. Because I'm talking to you. I'm using
today.
That. Oh, seriously?
I never eat.
Okay, fair enough.
That's why I was like, when you said that, I was like, okay, and then you said the dog, and I'm like,
I wasn't targeting you, but I'm using you as an example. Like, your day's not going well.
Sure.
And it all started with work.
Okay.
All right.
You know what I genuinely would want in that situation? I'm like, if work is stressing me out, there's nothing you can do. Mm-hmm. There's maybe nothing I can do at this point. It is what it is. Let's not dwell on it. Like, if what I would want from a partner or like someone who I'm talking to in that way would for them to just be like, okay, like, what can I do to take your mind off of it? Like, let's just laugh. Let's have a good time. Let's chill.
Now, in all actuality, speaking of that, that's exactly what we would try to do. But now when we try and...
I don't need everything to be a big, like,
no,
kumbaya.
No, not at all. But what I find is, as like, for me and a lot of girls I've dated or talked to, when we try and change your mind from the being sad, let's make some jokes and, do something, it's the sad girl shit. Like, I'm not in the mood.
So, you getting at me for calling Antonio's shit annoying shit, and now you're talking about sad girl shit.
Yeah, but I felt like you were attacking him. I didn't want you to attack him.
No, but he said to be brutally honest.
I know,
and
but
you said it first. You said he sounds annoying.
Annoying. But you're like, with that annoying shit.
I'm sorry.
You know why? Because you sound like to his face, you'd be like, oh no, and I'm not interested. And then when you're talking to your friend, you're like, yo, this guy's fucking annoying as shit. You know when girls change...
I sound like that type of girl?
You sound like the person who would just, to his face, be like, oh, no.
No,
and then when you call me, and you're like, yo, this guy is annoying as shit.
No, so I've made it a point to, like, actually try to be very transparent with people, because I realize that, like, dating, you're not gonna... If you can't be, like, yourself, and if you can't be honest with the person, then, like, what are you really doing here? Yeah. And then it's just, like, about having, like, respect for someone. So... I mean, maybe I wouldn't be like, oh, there you go again, Antonio, with that annoying shit. But I would be like, no, like, you're doing a little too much. Like, I'm not here with you. Like, this is not how I feel. I feel like X, Y, Z. And, like, maybe we could pursue this. Or it's like, you know what? I'm really not... Disagree with what?
What you're saying.
That I wouldn't do that?
No, tell him that he's doing some sad girl shit. Be honest with him. Because now, when they're like, oh, it's not this, it's not that.
No, I think what I'm saying is I would say the same thing. I would just say it more gentle. I wouldn't be like, there you go with that annoying shit. But I would be like...
But that's the problem. You guys try and sugarcoat it. Don't sugarcoat it.
Well, I still think you have to speak to people
No.
in a respectful way.
No.
Especially when they're, like, feeling things that...
No.
No?
No. And that is what...
But I do value transparency. So it's like, even if it was like the other way around and someone had to tell me like, hey, like I'm not feeling it, tell me. Just don't be like, fuck off.
If somebody was like, yo, honestly, I see you trying to flirt with me and it's not working. Your approach is horrible, da-da-da-da-da-da.
You say that to me.
It would hurt, but I'd be like, okay, now I know. But if they're just like, oh...
You're like, Joe, you can't flirt. You can't
because I'm being honest with you. If nobody in your life ever told you you can't flirt and you can't...
First of all, we're not going with this narrative. So
if you're talking to someone and they're just like, well, I'm not interested right now, and blah blah blah, and maybe try this instead of this, and I'm just like, okay, you already said you're not interested. I don't give a fuck.
True.
But if the girl's like, yo, honestly, if this is your tactic of flirting, nobody's gonna be interested in you because of this.
I've been that brutally honest before,
and that is good.
I've had guys say some shit. I'm like, what?
And that will stick in their head. But when you guys try and well, like I've got the sugar coated. I'm not saying I'm not some. I've got the sugar coating a lot, but I can smell that it's sugar coated. Just be honest.
No. I get what you're saying. I really don't think I sugarcoat. I think I used to be a huge, like, douse it in sugar because I just was like, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't think I'm that anymore because I realize that men will get away with murder if you allow them to. Murder. So because of that, I'm like, I can't. But, like, I'm still me. Like, it's not in my nature to talk to somebody like that. And, like, the way I can, like, cut up with you or you guys, it's different. When it comes to somebody's feelings, especially even if I don't have...
No, sorry, go ahead.
Romantic feelings for them like that. Like, if you're somebody I care about in any capacity, whether I've known you for a short time or a long time, I value you as a human being. You have feelings. I'm going to be honest with you, but I can say it in a way that is clear, but still direct.
Yeah.
And, like, not rude. And that's what I mean. So, like, I think you're, like, comparing me to how I used to be, which I've definitely gotten better. Am I perfect? Probably not. But, like, I think at the end of the day, like, in my head, I can't not be honest. Mm-hmm. And it's just, like, the whole, like, I had a conversation with a guy, actually, about this, because he was just talking about, like, dating and, like, just, like, being himself. And I'm just, no, but, like, you know how it is when you're dating someone and, like, you want to put your best foot forward and you want to, like, impress. And, like, I get that. But, like, if I can't impress you being myself, then, like, what happens when I drop this facade? Like, I'm just, so, like, it's very important for me to just, like, be genuine and be myself. I had someone ask me, like, oh, like, do you speak on your podcast the way you do in real life? What would you say?
Yeah.
All right. I'm like, I'm not, like, I'm going to be myself regardless because why would I not?
Why not?
Yeah. And, like, that's the thing. I think that's why like, women, I think, get, like, the bad rap because they're just, like, they're going, like, full glam and this and that, and they're perfect and they're well put together. And then, like, as things progress, you see that they're, you know, a little less perfect, and guys are like, this is not who I thought you were. You know, and, like, but men do it too. They try to act like they're this top dog and they have their life together. You know, so I think it's important to be yourself, and that includes being honest with yourself and your own feelings. Yeah. And if you really don't know at the time, it's cool to be like, yeah, like, I'm in a place where I don't know, but, like, as long as you're honest and, like, not misleading someone.
Yeah.
Antonio, I think that you sound like a really nice guy.
I mean, I feel nothing was. Oh God.
What?
I don't like that.
I know, it kind of sounds like I'm, like,
you heard it, right? Exactly.
Like I'm breaking up with him.
You sound like a really nice guy, but...
There was a but. I was going to say, you sound like a really nice guy, but I think maybe it's really about who you are going after and the approach that you're trying to take. You may be switching it up. We only got, like, a little bit of the information, but I would just be weary about... Just make sure that you're not following this, like, little handbook you've written for yourself with every single woman. I think you need to adjust. I think you need to play it a little more cool, which is so... I hate saying that because I don't like the, like, oh, I'm going to wait for her to call me. I'm not going to... Like, not like that, but I think you're trying too hard. You're trying to show all your cards in the beginning. Yep. You're like... He wrote that he tries to be open with them and tell them about his life and things that he's gone through to show transparency and vulnerability. And, like, I get it. That's great. But, like, okay, quick story. Years ago, I had a first date with this guy. Like, he seemed cute. It was cool. We met through a mutual friend. Like, we met at, like, a birthday party. So it was, like, very social. Like, we talked, but we didn't have, like, a real, like, one-on-one conversation, right? End of the night, he asked me for my number. We texted. He asked me on a date. Okay, cool. So this is, like, my first time really having a proper conversation with him. Go out to dinner. You know, he was very nice. He paid for the dinner. And, like, we're sitting there, but, like, there was no conversation. It was very awkward. Again, he was a nice guy. Like, he really was. But I was like, okay, like, there's no chemistry. When he did try to start initiating conversation, what he decided to open up to me about was, like, you know, it's something that you would tell somebody, but maybe not, like, your first real conversation. He was just like, yeah, so, you know, like, 2 weeks ago I was in the hospital, I was stabbed, and he's just going off and telling me about this stabbing, and I'm just like...
Because you're supposed to be the concerned girl now.
But I'm just like...
That's what's supposed to make you more interested, though.
But that didn't make me more interested. I'm like, what type of people are you around that you're just being casually stabbed, that you had to be, like, in the hospital for days, in bed for, like, a week? Like, it basically, I met him, like, his first night out after being stabbed.
First night out.
Yeah, and again, if you're really dating someone, that is something that you should tell. And, like, the story wasn't, like, I don't think it was anything, like, crazy. I think it was really just, like, he got wrapped up, wrong place, wrong time. But, like, it was just too much really deep personal information too soon for me personally, and it made me uncomfortable.
I think it depends on your personality, like his. The reason why I say that is because I get all the awkward shit out the way. So the first thing I say is, like if I'm meeting you for the first time and we're at dinner, and I'm just like, okay, so tell me about your life. Obviously, you're not really ready for that question. That's a big question, my life.
It's also like, where do you start?
Exactly. So that's where girls go, well, I don't know. And I'll be like, okay, I'll start first. So you have an idea of what to say.
See, I don't think that's too much, though.
I have 2 kids, and I start with the basic stuff that everybody knows. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So now you start to open up just a little bit.
But that's normal.
And then I'll get into the crazy shit. You go back and forth.
Shit. You're like, oh, you do this, I do this too. Oh, no, I've never done that. Tell me about that. And then as you go in, as the conversation, this was no conversation. I
know, that's what I mean.
He was just like, I was stabbed.
That's basically what I mean. It's not the first date. It's not the first date that's the issue. It's how he went about what he said.
Yes, true.
So you could have told me the first day, no problem.
That's true.
Yeah.
That can't be the first thing.
No.
Oh, how was your night? How's your day? You're good? Okay, so I was stabbed recently.
Yeah, because if that was me, even if that was the first thing I was going to say, I'd look at you and be like, truthfully, if you're like, oh, like, how's your day or whatever, like, truthfully, there's something that was on my mind. It happened recently, but then you're like, oh, what happened?
Because you know me. I'm very like, oh, my God, tell me.
Exactly. And what happened? I need you to be interested. I don't want to tell you something and then...
It just caught me way off guard.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. That is definitely understandable.
But what did we call this guy? Antonio, you do sound like a genuinely good person. You do. Because I think if you didn't actually care, you wouldn't... What?
No, go ahead. He heard me.
If you didn't genuinely care or have genuine concern, I don't think you'd be writing in. And that, to me, I think when people, like, overanalyze things, they're like, oh, like, I'm overthinking. And yeah, you probably are, but I think overthinkers care a lot.
Too much.
Sometimes. But I think it speaks to... Well, for the most part, it's not everyone, but I think it speaks to your personality. Yeah. And I wish you the best of luck. If there's more that you need to, like... Again, because we don't know the full story, like, feel free to write us back and... elaborate.
But just think about what we said and just, ponder on it.
Yeah. I would say continue to be yourself, but, like, chill. Just, like, take it organically as it comes. And then, I think a real, genuine connection will come.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, so that is thisgirlroom.com/ask if you have any questions, stories, anything that you want to write in. Yeah.
Joe.
Yes.
So I don't like to go on the internet too much unless I'm watching porn or anime. However, I love when I say things like that. It just sounds so casual. Like, I'm so proud of myself. A lot of people would be like, I don't watch porn. It's crazy. That's all I watch. There was... Okay. Let's say you had a look just like Joe. How would you feel? Like, just like you.
I would love it. Because they say that everyone has about 9 doppelgangers in the world. It was like either 7 or 9. Like, I want to find someone who looks like me. But only, like, she's cool. Because, like, what if I hate her?
Then she's a bitch. So what?
I can't look at my face and be like, that's a bitch.
Why not? What?
I want to look at her face and be like, look at you, you're so beautiful.
If I met someone who looks just like me, like, actually just like me, and they were, like, a dickhead... Like an actual dickhead.
I can't. I
would be like, this is what you chose to do with your face?
I would want to love her.
You don't want to smile? Oh, God, I'd be so disappointed in him.
But I do think it would be cool, as long as they're, like, not, like, your evil twin running around, like, wreaking havoc in your life.
Well, it might be, because this girl found her doppelganger and killed her. And she murdered her.
I heard about this. She, like, faked her own death.
Yeah, because she was having some family problems. And
is that why?
Yeah, she was having family issues.
Okay.
So she actually found a couple people that looked like her, messaged them and stuff. But then when she came across this girl matched more than the others.
Really? Okay.
So they had plans to meet up. They met up in real life, and she killed her. And the police only found out because the girl's car was in, like, some area. Yeah. So when they ran the girl's plates, did a whole backtrack, family can't find her, 1 + 1 = 2.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's past insane. You need help. And this is not an isolated event. We need to backtrack your timeline to figure out.
True.
Because
have you murdered before?
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Did it start with animals? Did it start with your teddy bear?
It's true. To just wake up one day and kill another human being.
That's not how it works.
That's true.
So and she was young. She was 23. They were both 23. So for you at 23 years old to be like, I'm having family issues, let me find someone that looks like me, fake my own death, and actually go through with it.
Well, to have the thought.
To have the thought is normal. You don't think about killing people? Oh, what?
No.
What?
Is this what makes you cry in the shower?
Who cries in the... Joe, I was just saying some people use the shower to cry. Some people. Uh-huh. There's a lot of people out here that use the shower to cry. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Some more than others. Some don't do it at all. Some just need some time away from everybody. Okay. Anyways, I
think we should just do the question of the day.
That's where I was going.
At this point. Okay. Our question of the day this week is actually different. Only one of us has to do it.
Okay.
It says both people write an embarrassing fun fact about yourselves. Play a game of rock, paper, scissors, and the loser must reveal. So before we recorded, we each wrote an embarrassing fact. We don't know what the other person wrote. Nope. But it's an embarrassing...
That we already don't know.
Fun fact. What?
That we don't know?
What do you mean? I don't...
do I know that?
I don't think so.
Okay, because you don't know this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it 2 out of 3 or just 1?
If I win the first one, then it's just 1.
No.
Okay.
So 2 out of 3. Okay.
So it's a rock paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I knew you were gonna go scissors! I knew that this more than me! Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Stupid! I knew you were gonna do paper!
Okay. Okay, but just don't judge me, please.
I'll try not to. Oh, this is so long. I used to think my bedroom furniture could come alive at night. So I was scared to say anything negative. Sorry, let me read this properly. I used to think my bedroom furniture could come alive at night, so I was scared to say anything negative about it. For example, if I stubbed my toe, I would hesitate to talk shit just in case it could hear me. Aww, Joel. Do you know it can't, right?
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
You know when you're a kid and like you're seeing like movies like Toy Story where things like come alive,
yes, for
right?
Sure.
Like I would be like, so what's stopping this furniture that was once a living tree, like this wooden dresser? Yeah. So like if I were walking and like I stubbed my toe and you're like, what son of a nothing, sorry. Like literally, like I would apologize. Or like I sound insane. No. Or like I remember like one of my dresser drawers was always finicky and you like but you never I didn't know. I didn't want to take my chances.
To make you feel better, you want me to read mine?
Yeah, well, I gotta read it.
Okay, then no.
Why? You read mine.
I know, because you lost, duh.
Let's do it again.
You want to do this again?
Yeah.
So what happens when you lose?
Then, well, there's no secret.
Okay. Stupid, Joe.
2 out of 3.
Stupid, Joe.
I was gonna do rock, and I'm like...
Not once have you done rock yet.
You know what? I hate that you...
Pay attention to these things?
You're the type of person who gets banned from casinos because you count cards.
Yeah. Yes. I would understand that, yes. I don't go to casinos, but yeah.
Like, the type 2.
Yeah.
So I can't read it?
No.
Why is it so far? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. The first time you did paper, I knew you were going to go paper again, but there was a slight chance you might go scissors. But I'm like, no, Joe is not the type to take a plunge like that.
Well, I know you never throw rock first.
Never.
You always throw paper first.
Always. So when I threw paper the second time, it was a test of myself to see if I know you.
I know.
So I was like,
You don't know me. Shut up.
Next, she's going to go scissors. So I have to go rock. Ha! Stupid! And then after I did rock, what did she do? Paper. Stupid!
That brings us to the end of our episode. Listen, that's not about knowing me. That's just, there's 3 options. Okay?
And I'm way more correct than you. That's all I heard.
I'm not thinking 3 moves
should.
ahead. I'm playing checkers. You're playing chess. Yeah, that is why I lost. Are you going to share your secret? You tease them with it. Now you just gotta...
No, I don't have to do anything because I didn't lose twice. Actually, 4 times if we're counting properly.
Well, the 2 out of 3 was...
She lost 2 games, 4 matches. Is that better?
Fine.
No, mine just says when I was younger and I was sick.
Pass it.
I used to love picking my
boogers
because they're dry, like the dry.
Pass it
snot.
to me.
No, that's seriously what it says. I used to like picking my dry snot as a kid, like
when I was a kid and was sick, I used to pick my boogers because it would be dry and hard.
Like I actually enjoyed it. Like when the snot builds up in your nose and it's dry.
You know what hasn't happened to me for years? When I was sick as a kid, like flu, like every like November, I would get the flu really bad. Mm-hmm. I used to wake up with my friggin' eyes glued shut because of like the eye crushes. Yeah. That doesn't happen to me in a thank God. But like, why? Why was it only happening to me as a kid?
Because we were disgusting.
Like literally, I'd have to like go in the mirror and like dig out the crusties. Exactly. It was so bad. You're just like, oh, Des.
Sorry, that's what I had to do.
I don't like seeing people's eyes like that. And like when they flip up the eyelid, I don't like that.
I used to do that. The teacher told me a fly is going to land on it and I'll never go back. And I couldn't do it again. I was so scared.
Good, you're an idiot. Yeah. But yeah, okay, that actually brings us to the end of our episode. Thank you for being a good sport and revealing your secret.
No problem.
Oh, it's not a secret, it's just an embarrassing
It's a secret. I've never said that before.
I don't think I've ever said that one out loud.
I've never said that before, so...
But I feel like mine is more stupid than yours.
Yeah, mine's just disgusting. Like,
yeah.
Des.
Yeah. But yeah, all right. That's cool. That brings us to the end of our episode. Des, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at DesiD18. Joe, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram as well at Jonel Wilson. Where can they find the podcast? I love this like back and forth.
They can find the podcast on a lot of major streaming sites at This Square Room.
True. I meant the podcast social media. I'm always asking about the social media.
And I always do that.
You always do. But yes, This Square Room on everything, every platform. So if you have a friend and you're like, oh, you should listen to this. And they're like, oh, but I don't have Spotify. They can be like, oh, it's fine because you can go to Apple Podcasts or you can go to whatever.
Or YouTube.
Or that. But yeah, all right. Thank you guys so much for listening. And we will see you next